Welcome everybody. We got a good matchup here for you. This is the silver final match. So we've got Nito on our left and Tilimorf on our right. And let's go over the picks and bans. We've got the first ban was by Nito. He picked Double Suit as his ban, and Tilimorf picked Varia plus Water Movement.
I don't know that Nito picked double suit. I think he picked triple suit because what is that dapper drip? Are you kidding me? Yo, he showed up to play today. What the actual heck? He's actually gonna try to go all out against Silly in that attire. Dressing business business formal or something. Tilly, on the other hand, is just chilling. What's up, Canucks? I'm just in amazement because Nito and Tilly never would have couldn't imagine this. Not because they're not like good runners or anything, but more so because of how volatile the map Rando scene has been. Like if anything, Nito's been, a very consistent top runner. Also a favorite to potentially have, competed in taking even the gold finals, the gold bracket finals, but alas, that's a different story. I am really, really happy and proud of Tilly because Tilly kind of showed up right at the very beginning. Unless Tilly has been like grinding and doing offline stuff, but even just like in the vanilla game, Tilly has been cooking like all sorts of rough categories. I think that even just doing low percent ice practice just did so much for Tilly as far as movement, as far as playing risky, and all of that like plays a factor in doing these map randos. So the movement, he has that down, and then Tilly's just having like the big brain to pretty much solve all these map randos so quickly and being able to navigate has really paid off for them. Yeah, these two runners are top contenders for 4,000 points on race time, so they're up there with the greats of Aussie, Eddie, Oates. Who else do we got? We got like so many. We got Andy. We got so many like Derp. Can't forget Derp. Shout us to Derp. So yeah, so really happy for them to duke this out. Honestly, those are game changers at this ranking, at this high level ranking of rando racing. I think you just need to be good at everything, which is why. Oh yeah, Spiffy. I forgot to name Spiffy. Oh no, Nito with the time loss. That's an automatic, like at the very least 12 seconds. Actually, I didn't think about that, but yeah, because you go through the room, transition once, then you go back out, and you got to go back in again. No, it's still 8 because you got to go in at least once. Anyway, but yeah, like Spiffy, I know as a preference to try to switch it up and catch his opponents off guard by picking no objective, and I think at this stage you just have to be ready for any curveballs. Yeah, this could be a power play. So let's see if it pays off for Nito, because Tilly just wants none of it. Doesn't know what Spore Spawn is. Is it pronounced Spore Spawn? Or is it pronounced Boar Spawn? Trust. True. Oh my gosh, okay, Tilly found criteria. Hold. On top of that, Tilly does already have power bombs as well. Yeah, I think the one thing that's holding Nito back, I think this save could potentially push Nito to go back through the Three Musketeers room. Maybe he was looking for that, because you can go through Three Musketeers. It's just hopefully you don't have to like poop your way back out. Like you don't have to return from that same direction. So that's the one thing that he might be banking on. Otherwise, high five here with Nito and Tilly. Okay. I wonder if Nito's gonna backtrack then, because Tilly decided to return to wreck ship, return to primal mode after going into criteria. May doesn't want to abandon Dragon, do you think? I think the major is the play, because you actually can make it back. Yeah, no doubt. Now, this is where Nito did lose some time on this Spore Spawn fight, but depending on what Nito decides to do, should be fine. Yeah, we want that in logic X-ray. Hold. That's good. I do like that for movement. Sorry, yeah. And he's gonna continue. Yeah, that is gonna be an issue. Honestly, it's gonna be... Yeah, it'll be like the 15 supers. invited in order to miss, and then 25 missiles that you can farm up. But what do you do about the turrets? That's another thing. I guess you can kill them slow, but okay, Nito. Gonna use all the ammo then. Hold. Right. So, do you think this is... I'm so curious, like, how to go about this. Do you think Tilly also goes for the kill? Yeah. I think you do keep the major, because you end up like at landing site. That's gonna be roughy. Or even if you get pooped out over at Indiana Jones. Yeah, that's so true. Okay. Slowly. Till I made it through. Pai sees that that's the farm room. Gonna go for it. Yeah, I think, honestly, you just go for it. It took a bit of time, but it is possible that backtracking takes even longer, so... Yeah. Well, again, Tilly is a licensed professional, has a PhD in low percent ice and new route. So this, aside from like all the experience in map rando, so this fight shouldn't be as treacherous. But I mean, I get it. Like on the surface, just looking at this is like, oh my goodness, Tilly, high wire act, be careful. Tilly's handling this so well, actually. I like this. Nice. Hold. Nice. Hold. I like how Tilly's sprite looks like it's like shaking in fear when crouched, I believe, or in morph. Oh yeah, in morph. Hold. That's Tuhu, right? I can't. Tuhu. I don't know. I don't know the name. Oh no. Actually, Oh, Tilly. Holy Tilly. There it is. It was just one away. It's always one away. If your Dragon is living for too long, it's usually because you're one missile short. It's wild. It's a scam. Okay. Well, Nito's dipping his toes in the criteria now, so let's see what this ends up. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back to the... Look, this is what I was talking about. This is the space jump. Like, this is... Yeah, so collecting space jump would seem like the good idea was... Oh, especially for the map. Yeah, this made sense. True, actually. That is a vouch. Tilly, you're full. This is scary. Oh yeah, this is the 90% stuff that I was talking about. Hold. Ooh, excuse me, not any percent, low percent ice, yeah. Low percent, no, actually, low percent ice, high percent nice. Great job, Tilly. Oh, okay. That's how you do it. You have to giggle through Spore Spawn. That's so awesome. I never knew that. Okay, new tech then.
Yeah, I think I've seen Eddie do it once.
I was always missing something. Now, yeah. Today I learned. Today I heckin' learned.
Just doesn't feel like something you should be able to go through. Even when you think about it, like it's obviously an enemy, and you wall jump off of it.
Right. Taking elevators. Nito's not sweating it. Although he's dressed like he's about to interview for a job, he is not sweating at all.
I hope we will have him at the end. He might be too busy for post game. He's looking like he's got somewhere to go.
Yeah, true. He has a wedding to go to. Or prom with grade, actually. No, never mind. No, stood up grade. Never mind. Completely rejected that prom invitation. Oh, the item. Oh, the guava beam.
I've never heard it called that before. It's pretty good.
Yeah, don't mind me, Canucks, please. I just be saying stuff. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I think it was you with the race time room name.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
I wouldn't be surprised if TOS changed just because of you.
That's what I'm hoping for. That's funny. Great kill there, Nito. Very neat, like
clean.
your suit. Maybe that's why his name is Nito, because he dresses Nito.
This seems probable.
Great
Nito's not
job.
too far ahead here, but
Mhm.
doesn't seem like Tilly's picking up any of the slack, unfortunately.
Yeah, no. The only way that this could work out is if Tilly makes a play. It's just okay. Tilly could
If he sees
opt to
something Nito
skip
doesn't.
this. Well, there's that. There's
Mm,
several things that Tilly kind of wants right now because Tilly is a little bit behind. The seat's looking pretty straightforward so far, but there needs to be a route divergence where I mean a lot of people hate it when it comes down to this, but if there's like a 50-50 split in where to go and Tilly picks the right one, then that's just it, right? Um, Another thing is Tilly could opt to skip a major item and bank that it's not necessary, but only seeing one major item at a time is concerning because you would think that that's all in logic and progress, right?
yeah. I love coming up in Big Pink, man. This is the room to find in Map Rando.
Mm-hmm. Vouch.
So far, not great items, but it's at least nice to have a second set of PBs.
Yeah, especially this room can use a good amount of power bombs because you got to bomb your way out of the bottom, and then you got to bomb your way out of this that Nito is just above, and then if you want to gain access to any of the other locations, uh, one of them is power bomb blocked, and the other one is just bomb blocked. So you could potentially use up to like 4 power bombs in Big Pink alone, depending on the situation.
It looks
Oh,
like we're getting some route divergence. Ooh, big.
that is
We got Varia for Nito, and Tilimorf is not headed that direction, it seems.
so. Oh, and Fantoon is here.
Oh,
So
that's probably
this,
curtains.
yeah, this is looking grim. The only thing though is
I'm gonna say it.
base.
Go, go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah. So here's the thing now. Tilly found a really good item. Nita's gonna have to kind of hope that you don't have to go any further because there's potential that there could be this could be speed locked, like to progress or anything. And Tilly literally just found speed booster.
Can it be logical for Mother Brain to be speed locked?
That's a good question. I think anything might be possible, but I'm not too sure.
Mrock says anything could be speed locked. I'm gonna go with
If
Mrock.
where Tilly is right now is like really in on the brain. Oh, nope. Oh, there's majors here.
Hmm.
Oh, wait, what was down there? Is there nothing? This might be good. This might be good for Nito. I didn't see all that well. We're gonna see this X-ray though, because it doesn't have ice. So we're gonna have to X-ray climb. You want to make sure that Samus lands in the door shell. Plasma. Standing. There we go. That's the setup. Turns off morph just to not accidentally morph ball. And as long as Nito
A
is
resident.
clipped, we're chilling. Okay. Doing that so smooth too. Look at that. Such precision.
Yeah. He is our resident X-ray climber.
Well, judging on that X-ray, should be the president. X-ray climber. That was really nice job. Nicely done. That was Nito Burrito.
Very clean.
We got.
Tilimorf still hanging around Meridia.
Yeah, this could be.
The only thing we can hope for with him is charge here.
But even with charge here, I think
he's gonna get baited by that Rin.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure unless Ridley okay, like this isn't all bad for Tilly. High jump. But Tilly's gonna have to hope that Ridley and or Mother Brain, actually both of them aren't that deep into like Brinstar or something. Because
it's
this
still
was a
looking pretty
one-way.
bleak for Tilly.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely, at any moment, this seed could flip on its head, and Tilly could be ahead, but still don't have too many ways of that happening right now. Most of it is speed luck.
Okay. Let's see how. Yeah, so Nito's already over here. This is essentially the god route. But it ain't Joker.
And there was no other entrances and criteria, was there?
No.
Yeah. So, and then I didn't see Norfair map very well.
I missed the lower
there was anything there.
part of Norfair. It didn't look like there was anything. So that kind of saved. Oh, yikes. I feel that, Tilly. Yep. I know. That's a sludge. That is a sludge. God, after I pick up Spazer on accident, I just feel like taking a shower. I just feel dirty. Ugh. Makes me wanna puke.
Yeah. It's not always great seeing Spazer, but it's a different feeling when you accidentally pick it up.
Yeah, it's just like this overwhelming sense of regret and self-loathing. It's just this like, oh, I shouldn't have had that 10th burger, you know? That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Tilly with that self-nod of approval, validating himself. Nice. I like that. But Canucks, that Brinny.
Gonna make or break dreams here.
Okay, hoping for a farm. No, there's an E-tank. The D-boost has a reserve. Still chilling. Nice. Great shortcut. Awesome job. based.
All right. The staunch Spazer defender in chat is. Mm.
I'm sorry, Tilly. I didn't know it was a reserve. My bad. Hey, yo, my bad. Hey, yo, I'm sorry, dog. All right. It hurts.
But I really do like seeing Spazer in the early part of a seed. It is a good feeling. You have that much more damage.
Is it because you get the trash out of the way first? You take out the trash early, is that why? Like, what would you prefer? Wave or Spazer?
You know it's wave. You know I'm gonna prefer wave every time. You know, Spazer is a damage beam, and wave does more.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the truth of the matter.
You know why they call it wave, right?
No.
Called the wave beam so you can wave goodbye past Spazer. Oh no, Canucks, this is actually scary. Of course, this area has Torian, so I'm led to believe that Tilly's gonna follow that into, like, hoping for.
I mean, from his standpoint, he has to.
Mm-hmm.
That backtrack now is terrible. Can't do that for no reason.
Not at all. That's just, yeah. Like, that's the logical way to go about it. Unless you go for the Gamba plays. How do you prefer playing? Logic? Gamba? Just to, like, piss people off? Or a little mix of both?
You know, I wish I could say that go for the Gambas for any other reason, but the Gambas for me are always because I'm outclassed by most racers.
I think that's why I also like those type of plays, because it's like those could give an edge to the newer runners, right? So, like, if someone that's like a little bit newer gets a win because of those Gamma plays, I think that's valid. That's just the nature of map Rando. I like that anyone can win. Is
You know, one thing for me though. Go ahead.
no. Go ahead. I was just gonna say, Tilly backtracking to the other area, just in case. Is this?
Yeah.
Is this the Gamba play? This is
Was
good.
Torian like really long? Was it really far away? It didn't seem really far away.
No.
Sometimes rooms snake a bunch.
Tilly's super close to the other area, to Norfair, which is where Fanny is. But would that be enough? It is still a backtrack. So
You know, I don't think I give Norfair enough credit. So usually when I'm picking between areas that are just as far away from each other, I'm always thinking about criteria because at least I get ship knowledge if I get the map. But Norfair's always got so much in it. I don't know, hard to say if that's the one you should always go to first.
yeah, I'm intrigued by this decision because it's the right one, I think maybe Tilly thinks to himself, Torian's much too small. So maybe.
Oh, well, we saw Mother Brain, and we saw Ridley.
Yeah. Yep. As soon as Tilly saw
So,
that influenced Tilly to go back.
I actually didn't see either of them for a reason.
Oh, you didn't? Oh.
No.
Yeah, Tilly just kind of blinked and downloaded the map, and then he was chilling.
This makes a little more sense of him going back to me now, but yeah, I don't know.
It does. So I'm curious, like, what do you think? Like, what influenced that? Because all I could think of is like that Norfair was big enough to potentially hold Fantoon, more rooms potentially. I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to like decipher that necessarily.
Yeah, I still don't really like the play, but it's more likely that you're gonna have a connection to wreck ship in Norfair, and it's more likely to have majors and whatnot, even though we're not really looking for majors too hard right now. Is to have which he would not have gone for that major hunt if he had found Varia. Nito did. Although Nito seemed to have gone for the same major hunt.
Yeah, which is really
I think
interesting.
Nito's looking for charge.
And it's the one that he skipped.
Yeah.
Out of all the ones, it is unfortunate that it's the one that he skipped. So seems like he's already committing to the ammo. He just needs one more missile pack, or at the very least the one super pack will give him some comfort.
Let's see, yeah. Yep. Tilly probably not feeling too good about that Varia.
Yeah, that was like
Seemed to be taken back a little bit.
Two things that he was not happy about. Nice super. I think Nito should be chilling now. He's gonna have a lot less of a farm. Meanwhile, Tilly is just gonna have to race back ASAP. It's a good kill for Tilly. Nito farming up. Not too far from Ridley.
You know, Nito could come from the back here. I'm pretty sure the back of Mother Brain is easily accessible. The Zeb skip, break the glass, fill back up, come from the back.
Yeah.
I don't know that he has enough ammo to do that. If he doesn't, he's very close.
Super, super close. Super close. All right. Nito is right at Ridley's doorstep. Tilly's racing back. It's not too far, but
Yeah.
beautiful start.
Tilimorf is gonna need a shamble here from Nito. Still doable for Tilly in that case.
We'll say the only thing that's kind of hacking Tilly up right now is, which would be the strong suit, would be movement, having that slight tiny movement advantage on Nito, but because Tilly does not have high jump, it is kind of hacking with him.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna probably do what you had
I'm
mentioned.
dropping frames. I'm gonna be right.
All right. So let's see what we got going on here. You just got to go back to farm a tiny bit. Already a boss ahead. Welcome back.
Going to bowling.
See what this is. Hold. Nice super. It is okay. That's perfect. It's gonna be less farming then.
Mm.
Holy moly!
Yeah,
Tilly's already there. Jeez.
Losers finals. Losers finals earlier today was talking about spike suit. Be pretty cool if one of them had a spike suit to spark this appetite.
Yeah, I always look for methods to spike suit. Like that's, if I don't have ice, I try to keep mental note of where to spike suit. I think having the knowledge for spike suit can come in so clutch.
Definitely.
Because I think it's one thing to be able to just get the short charge and do a Shine Spark Zap Skip, but then it's a complete different behemoth when you can like path in a spike suit. It's pretty cool. Tilly should almost be done because Nito's done with the farm, so
Billy's also saving his supers for Mother Brain.
Yep. Oh, it's good enough to short charge though, so Nito is chilling. Perfect. And yeah, there's no reason for Tilly to have to farm anything at all. I hate that. I hate that about that crab. This is so close.
Nito can miss 2 supers here.
Already done. Shove Nito.
Well, this escape, it'd be rather unusual for Nito to botch the escape here. So, everybody guesses in. It's a bit late on that. Oh, we got a raid from Spiffy. Thank you, Spiffy.
2:15 on the escape. Pretty lengthy. Thought it'd be longer, but I guess it's pretty quick to traverse these areas.
So, who won the weekly, Spiffy? Vile Bloom.
That bio plume. Nice. Got the foosball out of that.
By a
Nice
good
job.
margin.
That was awesome, Nito. You rarely get to see that. I think the speed. Does it really matter? It's pretty tricky.
Yeah. Super Sponge is like, to me, he's the wild card. And that seed, I saw the start of it. Oof. That beginning. You know, you just want to go for a nap in that beginning.
Alright, Tilly's done. With Mother Brain. Yeah, Nito definitely made the right play going into Norfair. Also, really cool that you don't have to like dive deeper into Norfair. Less than a minute IGT for Nito.
What does chat want to see for game 2? What category pick?
And that's a
Oh, you're in luck,
GG
Spiffy.
for Nito.
GG's.
Hacking goodness. That was super close.
Yeah. So
Sip
we'll
up,
either
King.
have for our next
Take that
game
victory sip. And adjust it. Oh, and the die.
Mother
Okay.
Brain.
Alright. That was like some Sigma stuff. He's so Sigma code. Are you kidding me? Just adjusted the suit, the time, made sure it looked good. Photo finish, photo op. Please, no interviews. I have another race to do.
All business.
Literally.
Tilimorf for looking to finish out the seed. You know, with how things went and there being no speed lock really, kind of, or at least speed didn't pay off how we were hoping it would for him. I'm kind of surprised he caught up so soon. GG's.
GG,
so
Tilly.
we'll see you guys for the next matchup here. So it is Nito's pick for our next match, or our next game, I should say. And it's going to be Metroids and No Mother Brain 2. We'll see you all very soon.
Don't go anywhere.
And, you know,
I mean
stay
it.
hydrated, grab a snack.
I mean it. Don't go anywhere.
All ready for this?
Banana da 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 da.
How's it going, Seffi?
Good. That was an exciting first match. I hope you're even more ecstatic for this Metroid pick. How you doing, Canucks?
It's just
And shoutouts to PSI Tricky for the track and okay. So name of the game is Metroid, where you have to kill the Metroids, and that's all that matters. No bosses, just look for the bare minimum equipment needed to traverse through the planet to find these Metroids to kill them as quickly as possible and to kill the brain. And it's literally just Nestroid. Nestroid gameplay,
Yeah.
but in Super Metroid form. Because
Super Nestroid.
yeah. Ooh, that map is far. It's kind of scary when something's that deep because you'll never know what you'll get into. Oh, Canucks
Probably won't be
still
getting
there?
that for a little bit.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Sorry,
Discord
it's
is
because you kind of went Animal Crossing mode. I was like, Tom Nook, is that you?
Okay, I think I figured it out. I think my browser cannot handle more than one tab.
Gotcha. Glad you're here with us. Ooh. It's okay. Nito has a ship save. Thinking if Tilly just goes to check the right side as well. Or utilizing the bombs. Wait. So he's gonna go gonna try to go for the map here? There's power bombs.
Not where we want to see them though.
Oh no, Tilly needs to find them bombs. Here we go. Chilling now. When Tilly ends up going back to the ship. Oh, maybe it is time to chase the map here then. Because there's nothing.
Need some way. Got a green gate, green door below.
Yeah. So Tilly's probably gonna exhaust all this first. And then try to chase the map here. So it's kinda it is a little bit unfortunate that Tilly kinda overlooked the beginning at Big Pink there. But I mean it's only the first 4 minutes, so we're chilling.
Yeah.
It's a major item there. Major item there.
EBs are so valuable right now. Painful.
There's our supers.
Here we go.
Tilly's at a loss. Has one more area to check, and it's gonna be the power bombs here at PB and Jails. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, that was close. And Nito knows it too. But he's untouchable with that suit. And Nito knows it too. Alright, Tilly. Sorry to break it to you, but yeah. I'm sorry. Yup. It's kind of cool how Nito jumped through that door and just falling down the stairs. Oh, there's an enlarged power bombs. Nice. So that should put all of that misery having to like locate your progression. That's what this is. Okay, this is kind of gross. It's doable, but it's just nasty. Yeah, that's enough. Runway. Nice. Great job, Nito. Looks like Nito doesn't want to commit to it just yet. Okay. All right, because you wanted to check these items. Makes sense. Okay, cool. More missiles. Chillin'. It was so close to this map here. We'll see where they gotta go. It's probably a major item in this room.
Go straight back. No.
Yep, major item right there. Missile pack number 4.
Crucial.
What do we have? Ooh, yikes. Oh no, Tilly. No. Back to the ship. That's a huge time loss. That's so annoying. No.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so that is actually a tragedy.
Do you think Nito goes for this major here? I think he can get it.
I think so, especially. Yeah, it just has to. It's right.
I wasn't talking about this one right here. I was talking about the one behind Mother Brain. I didn't see this one.
Oh, the one behind. Can you even access it? I didn't see like a path. I only noticed like what I thought was lava dive, or not lava dive. Amphitheater.
Yeah, it looks like you can probably get through the top.
It's like, yeah, just does not want anything to do with it. Probably gonna go back to the landing site, try to get through that power bomb door that was gatekeeping him. Or Torian, actually. Maybe Torian. It's small, so it's a heck run.
Really
Oh, but
nabs
good
the
decision.
PBs. I love it when I go into a new area just looking for a map, see if it's far or not, and I run into an item room. So nice.
Yeah, especially if it's a Meiji. Oh, that save is clutch. Actually, I really like that one. So going right for the space jump. Oof. So I really like the play of dipping your toes into this area into Torian. It's a tiny zone. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, okay. Hold
One more.
on. Tilly getting the major items right now. Nice job, Oh, but just for power bombs. Hecking darn it.
Yeah. Got a plate that says this is an extreme. What's Nito doing?
Hanging out with the chicken for a bit.
That's an
Not
exact
worth.
quote. That's huh?
No, nothing. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's an exact quote. Don't read chat.
Good deboost. Oh, nice. Yeah, I had enough. Did not want to take that. Oh, yikes. Yeah. Okay, that was risky. It was a good attempt. Sheesh. Okay, look. Nito keeps going. What do you think about this play? Ooh, speed locked. Is he trying to, like, make sure he gets through here? I think you head back, right?
I think he's
To
a
landing
little
site?
overcommitted to Torian. Yeah.
Yeah. In a way, that's good for Nito. Because it could have, there's potential that it could pay off, but it seems really rough.
Ooh.
Nice.
Billy didn't quite make it there. Real close.
If Tilly decides to head back into this,
His jump is just a little too late through that door. There we go. That should do it.
good job, Tilly. Nice, and you're out. So if Tilly does decide to, oh no, yeah, that's annoying. And that happens when you, it's interesting. When you moonwalk off a ledge, there are no turnaround frames, so you just immediately turn around. Yeah, and it gets you to, oh, this is risky. Nice, Nito. It gets you to right there, right next door. Wait, that's
You can't blame it on the sprite either. That's his sprite. He uses it every time.
yep. Poor doll, just shaking it all about.
Did you get a good look at the criteria map?
No, I was too distracted by the doll.
I know, it's killing me.
The way that Tilly shakes that doll all about out of frustration. It's funny. Too. Good setup. Oh, didn't hug the wall. So slightly out of place, but it didn't. Tilly? Looking for another way? Just in case?
Oh my. We get a bonus spore spawn? This is not the shambles you want to see here in the silver finals.
No. Fish Tank is honestly, I think it's like a deceptively incredibly difficult room for map randos, and I can explain why. Because having to do that jump, suitless, coming from the left door, can be tricky, can be annoying. Then there's a flatly jump to jump up to the top left door is another thing that is in these hard difficulty map randos. So there's that. It's not so much that it's a hard jump, it's just kind of extra tricky. And then sometimes, I don't know if it's still a thing, but I know I've seen seeds where you're forced to do like that suitless speed booster strat trick, whatever, from the right, the lower right door. And that one's tough. I don't think I've ever done that one. This commitment, Tilly.
So wait, Billy killed Spore Spawn. Now he's going back this way? I'm confused.
Yeah, it probably just wasn't working the way that Tilly wanted. Yeah, this is so unfortunate.
Yeah, I was hoping here that Tilly would grab the major and start cracking some Metroids open. But okay, finally.
Great. Yep, that's an applaud. Applaud, Tilly, please. That is actually, it's tricky, and I know it's something that Tilly doesn't really struggle with, but you never know when tragedy strikes instead of strategy.
This is a real behind the 8-ball situation for Tilly. He knows he's behind. He's not just behind in this game, behind in the match as well.
How do you think Nito feels about this seed? All things considered.
You know, right now, he probably doesn't feel good about Torian.
Yeah.
But this is Metroid. You shouldn't feel one way or another. Everything is chaos. We also found Speed Booster there for Nito.
Gonna get a short charge here. Try to space jump through this room. Conserve those power bombs. Even though he has bombs, it's just faster overall and cooler.
Hard to argue with that. He's dressed so well.
I just realized Tilly went into Torian. Now there's potential that it ends up being the same song, same story, until he ends up going back.
I'm hoping Tilly does not commit. But...
Oh my gosh. We pretty much seen everything. It is quite difficult to try to make it through Torian, but not impossible unless you just gate kept somewhere. But from what digging and exploring Nito did, it didn't look like it was viable at this time. Without the fact that like it's just all heated runs.
Did we see much of Bryn on Nito's side? I don't think we did. I don't remember what Bryn was.
Nito's
I
going back.
assumed that was Mother Brain up there, but is that actually Metroid's?
I think so. I forget the length.
Mother Brain is 4, and I don't believe any Metroid room is 4.
Okay, Nito has entered Meridia. This is Wait, Mother Brain is 4? Really? I did not know that. It seemed much longer. I don't know why. It's probably because of the Zebs. But I guess, thinking about it, 1 map tile per Zeb. I guess that's kind of nice.
Yeah. All right. Tilly's committing to going through Dragon. Probably have to go through Dragon. Probably a Metroid on the other side. Oh, it's not Tilly's day.
No. Nito? Where we at? Oh, more heat. Bad enough to make it through, at least to this door.
Positives?
And maybe even the bottom one. Oh, nice! Nice! Hold.
I wanted to see
still.
pause abuse.
Still hold. Because you never know. Okay, yeah, this looks good. This looks good. This should be enough to get Nito over to the map. Ooh. And having ice for Main Street there is also pretty big. On the map.
It is.
Here we go. Uwus. Any Uwuers? I'm trying to see someone Uwu.
You know, he didn't need to underwater wall jump that.
But then what good is the suit?
It's true.
What good is the
he
suit
doesn't
if you
need
can't
suits. He's
ooh?
already wearing one.
Yeah. Nice, nice. Oh my gosh, is this enough? Oh no! Unless he did that on purpose, so that.
Oh my
Yikes.
gosh!
Oh no! I think it would have been
Yeah,
enough to kill
headbutt.
Dragon. I think.
I think so. He's so close.
Super. Super close, like Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo Entertainment Super. Oh, and like the missiles that Nito just picked up, they were super.
Not too much duper going on.
No, we need duper. All right, map touchdown here for Nito. Oh, and
Metroid's 4.
I think this has to be like Varia. Nice. Great kill, Tilly. Did it. Let's see if this pays off. I kind of hope it does. Charge is
Jeez.
a beam. That save station is actually pretty lovely. All right, Varia, do we get a suit here? Ooh, a plasma. Wow.
Plasma.
Disrespect.
Not really any utility here with plasma. I guess he can microwave Dragon. But yeah.
Nice. Okay, yeah. That is true also. Makes that a little bit less annoying of a fight.
We still don't know if Dragon is required. It certainly seems to be so for the map.
One more major here for Nito. It's gotta be a suit. Super is cool. Just wants the ammo though for Mother Brain.
Yeah, which he has.
There it is. Gravity. And just missiles for Tilly. That's super tragic. Effectively, it's a dead end at this point. That did not pay off whatsoever. No, Tilly. I guess he did want to just take that gamble because he was feeling pretty far behind, and it's just like, if there's any way to somewhat cut a corner, it was definitely in this seat to try to make up for whatever happened.
Yeah. Rough go.
So I guess potentially it's speed lock then.
Yeah. We're gonna get our first Metroids. By Nito here. It's number 4. So we got some time. How'd you get into speedrunning Super Metroid, Sephi?
Oh, I got into it mainly because I was watching Ocarina of Time speedruns, and my first speed game that I was practicing was Ocarina of Time. But then, just randomly one day I was like, hey, if there's Ocarina of Time speedruns, I wonder if there's a Super Metroid speedrun community or whatever. Because there were a lot of Ocarina of Time runners. And and then lo and behold, there was like a lot of people in this community. I was surprised that it was even a thing, that it was like even one of the more popular speedruns of across all speedrunning communities. So yeah, and then I've always been more a fan of like randomizer races and randomizer running and all that stuff. So I did randomizer before doing actual any percent or anything like that.
All right.
How about you? What was it, huh?
So, I used to follow MST pretty closely, Metroid MST, and I
How long
saw
ago
that
was
he
this?
was doing. Ooh, this was, I want to say, it's kind of late to item randomizer, but I saw T racing item randomizer,
Okay.
and I played that, I enjoyed it. And then not too long after Door Randomizer came out, I found that. And Door Randomizer made me dream of what we have today with Map Randomizer.
Yep.
So when I saw Map Randomizer, yeah, it was immediate. I started playing as soon as I found out about it. A good time for me too. So Yeah. Not
It was your
as
time to
good.
shine.
I wish I had. Oh, yeah. We got another Metroid room for Nito.
You knew it was your calling. It was all you ever dreamed of.
I wish I had held on to Super Metroid because for a while I shelved it. I'd say maybe 6 years I shelved Super Metroid, but yeah, I'm really enjoying Map Randomizer. I'm a little upset that I can't quite keep up with the rest of y'all, but I'll get there.
Yeah, give it time. You hear that? A testimonial, Speed Gaming. So feel free to join any of us during these races. We've got a lot of people more than willing to help. Thank you, Canucks, for sharing that, actually.
No problem.
That is super based. Like the Nicki Minaj song.
So what was this? Was this speed? I can't remember what was here. Silly. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Speed here. Okay, Nito made it past that one room that was hacking it all up. Oh, good refy. Should I see you, Nito? Just looking for the last two remaining Metroid rooms.
Where haven't we seen? I don't think we've seen Wreck Ship, have we?
No. It'll be kind of sludge if there's one Metroid room here and then one in Wreck Ship. Because essentially Mother Brain is pretty much at the beginning of the seed. So you'd have to backtrack all that.
Yep. We're gonna churn off wave. Only can freeze the frog in the worst possible position with wave on. Ooh, that's close. I think he's a pixel low.
Yeah. Too high. Oh nope, that was it. My bad.
Nice.
It was higher than I remember. Good stuff. There was Spazer here, if I'm not mistaken. Yup, I feel that. That expression right there is, I feel, at all times.
Yeah.
We're still looking around.
Did we run off M-Rock? He's not here. Oh,
Where'd you go?
I don't know.
It's probably making an all Spazer Plando, where all the item sprites look like Spazer, and the only way you know that it's whatever item it is by picking it up.
And then there's one plasma. That's actually Spacer. There is no plasma.
Yeah, there's no Spazer whatsoever. Ooh. Fantoon is in here. So this is gonna be a gate kept map. There should be like some sort of like Plando that has like a bunch of spacers. Just substitute all of the missile packs. Because come on, missile packs are useless. They're not as useless as spacer. This will serve more function, but there comes a point where you're like, okay, do I really need 500 missiles? What are we doing?
Yeah. I don't know. Typically on SpeedGaming is a little broader of an audience. Maybe some of you guys don't know, haven't been following along. Rando is out, which is, everything that you have with Map Rando, except for you get to build the map. So, definitely lots of excitement there right now. It's pretty new.
Okay. Base. That sounds cool, actually. Yeah, take a sip. Another sip of victory for Nito. I don't doubt that Nito's gonna like dressed up that way so that he can like, I guess, recreate all of the Christian Bale, Patrick Bateman memes. He's gonna do the listening. I mean, he could do listening right now. If he were to close his eyes and just vibe, he could do the listening emote. And then when he sees like something he likes, he could do that one where like he puckers his lips and smiles emote. He could like recreate everything. He could be he could be the American Psycho of Matt Brando. Because he's that good.
Right. So we've got 2 Metroid rooms here. We've got 1 and 3. Got 1 and 2. That's what the tracker says. I trust our tracker.
Shout out to PSI Tricky. Yep. For everything you do. Everything. And I mean everything. I'm watching you. Oh! Oh, look. Thumbs up. Thanks, Nito. We hear you. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. The Metroid. Room down.
Room 2.
Oh, this is this is cool, but I don't think this isn't good either, because the way that Nito had to go to find the rest of the rooms, like, I want to say that you do need gravity, because you have to go into what area is this? Or was it Torian, the one that was like gatekept by the one-sided GT?
So it was Torian into the Bryn, and they turned around from Bryn.
Oh,
so
right, Bryn.
There's definitely some sort of lock.
Yeah, and then Space Jump makes it doable. I think you can do it. This might be bare minimum to make it suitless, but still.
What was the entrance?
It was the lava room with the trippers, the floating flying platforms. That was like the actual entrance into it, and it's so
think
bad.
I think 3 tanks is all you need for logic there.
Oh, is it now? Okay.
It's called Spiky Platforms Room.
Creative. I like it. And then on top of that, you still have all this heat too. Okay, yeah. So this is the room. And it's like...
I wouldn't even pick up those supers.
Oh my god. Tilly. Nice. Okay, perfect. Perfect. That is enough. But now... Sheesh. Nito had gravity this entire time.
Yeah, that Varia is nasty. And Nito's got room 1 done here. So that's it.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go back to the seed beginning and just clear out Mother Brain.
Yeah, we know where ship is. This is going to be an easy game here for Nito. Wonder how he's feeling right now.
Yeah, he's still making really good time. Despite having the seed like force you to go everywhere. So I don't doubt that maybe he doesn't feel too good. But it's still not bad.
Yeah. This is rather solid. And he really didn't waste too much more time than was appropriate in Torian. He was just a little bit over-invested.
I mean, if it would have paid off, it would have paid off. Is also a thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he also had like other items that would have been necessary because that play was before he picked up speed. Oh, look, there's Mother Brain.
Yeah. Well, chat, what do you think the escape time is going to be? We have to ask that question a little early because there's no MB2. So.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go 40. Yeah, I'm gonna 45 this. Is it? It's not that far away, is it?
No. It's not. It's kind of like... It's like kind of next door in a way. Because you have Big Pink and then you gotta go right a bit over at that wrecked ship room. And then you're pretty much pooped out. But maybe you have to go... Oh, yeah. Then you gotta go outside here. So depending on how far you gotta go to go around this. It is definitely a tragedy what happened to Tilly. Just too much shambling because of the rooms. It's not because of Tilly himself. It was just unfortunate what it had you do. All right, and right here it takes you up from the top. And lo and behold, our silver bracket medalist winner, Nito GG, with a stellar time. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
That second race felt really good.
Oh, did you like it? Okay, I was really wondering what you thought, because the start was a little concerning, because you wanted to commit to, like, you know, the Torian into Brinstar play. So we were just kind of wondering, like, if you might have felt something was off. And I mean, it's still a really good time, but yeah, just let us know your thoughts.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly what happened. I was trying to push Turian and get a glimpse of what Brinstar was looking like, but it was looking like it was kind of blocking me out with heated rooms. So, and then Decora room on the right side. So I figured this isn't where I'm supposed to be at the moment. And I think at that point I got at least enough of my different ammo types and majors to push more into criteria. So yeah, I felt good about like I think I picked up ice in Turian, and then there wasn't really much else to do, but I felt fine backing off from it, and criteria just had basically everything else I needed at that point to hit all the other regions.
Right. I also was curious to see how you felt, because this seed did have you kind of go everywhere, and the Metroids were, it felt like they were in the last half of the seed. So that's another reason why I was like, I don't know how Nito might be feeling about this, because, you know, that little tiny time loss could have felt like an eternity. It is tragic though what happened to Tilly. A death, and then there was just Fish Tank sucks as a room. You first tried that, like, so good. When you were on that side, I think it was already, I can't remember the zone that Fish Tank was in, but heading that direction was definitely pretty good.
Yeah, once I get high jump boots, I feel comfortable in just about 95% of all the water rooms. So seeing Fish Tank there didn't bother me too much. I think that was in Norfair when we were still looking for maybe first power bombs or first supers or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't feel too bad to kind of rubber band back and forth between that seed. Norfair was just, yeah, it turned out to be the hub region everywhere, and I knew it was going to be like go to one region and have to double back through and all that. That's just how some of these maps are with how they're structured. Say, like hitting one region and then having to back off doesn't bother me too much in those types of maps. It's when you get like the really long hallways to a dead end that led to nothing, that would bother me more.
Yeah.
But the Metroids were like relatively split up throughout the seed, so having to navigate between a bunch of different regions felt fine throughout it.
It could definitely it felt like it could throw you for a loop if you weren't really too prepared for it. But I mean, this is the silver bracket final, so I figured that, yeah, y'all would be able to cook it up. Not too many issues. You just never know when something might go wrong, so that's also just the nature of map randos. I also want to talk about the first seed, but before we do that, we do gotta go with your suit. You started off, you kind of cheated because you started off with a suit. You're literally in a suit. Was that a way to manifest it? Manifest early gravity or barrier or something? Because it's really good. It's great showmanship.
I mean, it's the finals. I wanted to come out feeling like I was meant to be here, and I think going into a suit makes me feel kind of like a pro in that regard, I guess. I don't know.
Based.
I, I was having fun with it.
That's cool. That's actually really cool and like funny. I also I feel like you leaned into, I was telling Canucks that you leaned into like the Sigma suit wearing American Psycho Patrick Bateman look. So it's like that's how you assert dominance. That's how you do it. Take notes.
Yeah,
Speed
I
gaming.
wasn't going for that look in particular, but I can see how it comes off as that.
No, I know. It's the first thing that hit me. But it's good though, because it speaks to how you choose to present yourself, and not like in a braggadocious type of pride, but that you show up to these things and that you really like putting on a good display of Matt Brando. So definitely something to admire. That's awesome, Nito.
Yeah. By the way, there is Tilimorf hasn't gotten the Discord invite.
Oh, is that what I'm? Oh, let's see if we can get the squad to get in on that.
He hasn't forfeited
right?
in the time, so he can't get an invite until he forfeits in the race time.
Gotcha. I'm messaging him that now.
I got him. Let's see.
Oh, it says he unforfeited from the race, so that might be what happened.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. The first seed, super close. Oh, it should be good now. Welcome in, GG. GG Tilly.
GG's. Those were some interesting seeds to race.
They really were.
Yeah, I want y'all to like talk about the first seed then, because that one was close. That one was like something. Pretty quick too, but just a tiny slight advantage that you had on Tilly. Pretty much for like most of the race, Nito. But yeah, I don't know how y'all felt about it.
Yeah, that first seed was extremely linear. So there wasn't really going to be much divergence there. The only point of divergence would have been going between Meridian and Norfair, but I figure like Norfair is the one you usually pick right off the bat if you can help it. And yeah, the only major I missed in Meridia was unfortunately Charge, but yeah, just barely edged it out there in that one.
Yeah, and I took the different option. I went Meridia first, and I did find basically all the majors, and then had to backtrack for Norfair, and for some reason I got mixed up on where the Norfair entrance was, went to the wrong location, and that lost me a little bit of time, but I don't think it was quite as much as you won by. But yeah, definitely Norfair first seems like the better option.
Yeah, Norfair tries to tell you need to have speed booster before you come here, but X-Ray was able to help me get the map and get out of there.
Yeah, that was actually really incredible thinking to be able to do that. Because it could have spelled something different. Especially because you really didn't need to go past that point. In a way. But alas, like heading into Fantoon, I feel like Fantoon's always a boss that you like want to find as quickly as possible, and not like depending on where you find Fantoon, it could put you in a position where you go the wrong direction and you'd have to backtrack an entire like whole 2 or 3 areas just to try to get to it. And so that was like the only thing that would have maybe paid off for like for Tilly if there was some way to avoid that, or if the ammo was scarce enough for Tilly to just make up all the time, to pretty much just kind of edge out the win at Mother Brain.
Yeah, I was nervous towards the end there with only having 20 supers entering Mother Brain's region, and I was like, what ended up happening is I just completely missed that there was another major to pick up in Meridia. I just didn't see it. So I was contemplating, do I go to Turian to look for charge, or do I chance a couple of the X's in this region and see if I can just get to 30 supers? And thankfully that paid off. It could have gone one way or the other. One of those being power bomb packs, and I was toast.
It was something to play.
Did you go to Dragon right away and get space jump before leaving wrecked ship?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I did as well. It felt pretty slow fighting Dragon with only ammo, but having the map space jump locked immediately after was nice.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have done it if we didn't already have 15 supers by that point. Because otherwise, just with the single missile pack that you find on the way there, it would just be such a slow fight. But at least with the supers, you can kind of cut that fight in half, and then you just have to struggle through the second half of that fight with a single missile pack.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, there's one play that I really did like, Tilly, that you did in the first seed, which was catching you back up against Nito, which is when you saw Ridley and Mother Brain, and then you see Turian. You ended up opting to go to, I think it was in Wreck Ship, right, where Fantoon was? But you ended up backtracking instead. What influenced that backtrack? Like, oh, it was in Norfair, I think, because it was a bigger area.
Yeah.
So I was just like curious, like you didn't go to Torian, but you backtrack instead. I'm like trying to think of it, and I just couldn't really wonder like why that was, because that was brilliant. That was amazing.
When I saw Ridley and Mother Brain, I knew I still needed Fantoon. So I think the only thing I picked up in whatever that area was, I think it was Meridia that had both of them. I was an E-tank for a refill, and then I left to go find Fantoon because I figured I could fight Ridley straight into Mother Brain. So I left to go find Fantoon before heading back for the end bosses.
Okay. In case that what? Or was there a way to tell that Fantoon was there? Maybe I might have missed it.
I don't remember seeing the broken save station in Norfair on my way to Fantoon, but
yeah, I don't.
He hadn't even peaked Norfair at that point.
I think
I hadn't been
just
in Norfair
straight
at
up a 50-50 between Norfair and Torian at that point.
Yeah. So I thought that was like cool because I'm like, it's either Torian or Wreck Ship, and like, how do you? But that was like cool because it was obviously like the correct play. So I'm like, I gotta like pick the brain of like the map Rando gods here, racing it out, because it's what separates, you know, the Metroid masters from the Metroid amateurs like myself. So I don't know. I just I really like hearing y'all's input on that. It's always a treat for not just for me, but for everyone that's also like learning this, right?
Yeah, I just thought I still needed to find Fantoon and figured Norfair was the best option.
It makes sense that it's a larger region, so there's a higher chance that Fantoon's room was placed in that region compared to Turian.
Yeah.
It was good instinct.
I don't even remember seeing the Turian entrance, so might have overlooked that and it worked out, but
It was like top right of the region where Motherbrain and Ridley were.
okay, yeah.
Honestly, yeah, seeing those two bosses could be distracting enough to just be like, oh, Torian, what? You're not even looking for that. But yeah, I don't know if y'all have any other thoughts, anything else you want to communicate.
Yeah, did you want to add anything, Tilimorf? Game 2?
Game 2, I just felt like I shambled the whole time. I had a couple early deaths, and then I don't know, I just thought I had to kill Dragon to get to the map, and then it was just nothing. And Brinstar's map was also a huge runaround for, I don't know, maybe I went the wrong way to get to it, but it was way out of the way, it seemed.
Brinstar was a ridiculous map.
Yeah, I went down to the Norfair map, and then I hadn't had a save in quite a while, and then I misread the map and fought Spore Spawn for nothing, and then had to get the Flatly jump out, which I failed the Flatly like 4 or 5 times, so it was just a rough seed for me. But it was definitely, I don't know, a fun match. I am happy to have raced you again. You were the person who knocked me out of the gold bracket into silvers. So fitting you defeat me again in finals. I was definitely looking forward to this race, and I had a fun time racing. I was hoping to get to game 3 and have a fun no objectives finish, but it wasn't in the cards.
Yeah, that gold bracket rematch was on my mind as well. Like you easily that match could have easily gone the other way. Like you absolutely have the skill and the knowledge to take a set for sure. So like that's always in the back of my mind, thinking that Tilimorf's probably right there, right at Motherbrain, on the escape. So yeah, I know it's always going to be a very competitive match with you.
I guess I do have one last question. Where was the final Metroid room?
I think Nito solved that one first.
I think it has to be in Meridia.
Yeah, there were 2 in Bryn, 1 in Meridia, and 1 in Criteria.
Okay. Yeah, I never went to Meridia because I was just shambling up in Turian and Brinstar.
Just to kind of touch base or touch on your whole discussion about the rematch, the grudge match. I didn't know that it was a rematch and that there was this like lore building up to this final. So that's even cooler. But I was mentioning during the race that, of course, Nito, you definitely could have been a contender for the gold championship as well as Tilly. Honestly, y'all both cook up in the in like the daily map rando races that the community holds, and the fact that you both faced off in silver finals is just it's like icing on the silver cake. But so Nito, of course, you're a household name to map randos. I am also super happy for Tilly, because Tilly, as of course you've been making a name for yourself in map randos, he's kind of like snuck in and have just been like dominating the scene as well. Definitely all to your credit. Like you both just cook everything out. So please, everyone, follow these two goats. Please, they're too good. You'll never know. Any one of these two can topple Aussie, Oats, Spiffy, Eddie, everyone. Like I just love the volatility of Map Reno. So yeah, good job to you both.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you as well. And definitely thanks for commentating this finals matchup. Been a long time coming.
What are we, like 2.5 months into this tournament or something?
Yeah.
Loved
like
it, every minute of it.
Agree.
All right, well, any last words before we close it out here? All right, then. Thank you all for coming. Thank you to our racers on a good show. Congratulations, Nito. You are the silver winner. Oh. And you know, we got tracker, comms, and racers in the room if you want to give anybody a follow. Thank you to Aussie, Eddie, and Nevdi administrating the tournament. Thank you, Tricky, PSI Tricky, for doing our tracking. Thank you, Safi, for my co-com, and thank you, Nito and Tilimorf, our racers. See you all next mission.